Welcome to the Jon and Heidi Show podcast.
Jon and Heidi.
Here's Jon and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, Jon?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Thursday. It is the 14th day of December. We're like halfway through the month. National Bouillabaisse Day. What is that? That's like bouillabaisse?
Bouillabaisse? I don't know.
I'm going to look and see what that means. It's also Free Shipping Day. I don't know what that means. Martyred Intellectuals Day, Monkey Day, More Good Today Day, Roast Chestnuts Day, and National Energy Conservation Day. There's a lot of weird things we're celebrating today, aren't there?
Well, you know what? It's got to have something to celebrate. So
National Bouillabaisse Day gives seafood lovers everywhere a reason to celebrate. This flavorful fish stew hit the spot on a cold winter's day. Oh, okay. So bouillabaisse is like a fish stew, which sounds delicious. Hey, I got a Dear John letter today. If you'd like, you can chime in. Facebook.com/Jon and Heidi Show.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Researchers have revealed that people tend to seek content on social media that triggers nostalgia. I agree with that.
I agree with that.
A team from the University of Gothenburg and the University of West in Sweden followed social media users over the course of a decade, offering a unique perspective on how these platforms have been used to document and share life experiences. The study identified a phenomenon known as social media nostalgizing. Okay. They say users actively seek out content that triggers their memories. In fact, participants in the study refer to this behavior as treating themselves to a nostalgic journey from time to time. Some social media platforms have responded to this trend by introducing memories, features that enable users to engage with older content.
Did they really need a study for that, though? I mean, that's kind of just common sense, right?
Well, you know, not everybody likes to live back in the good old days and remember all the good stuff. But yeah, I do, and I think you do, so we do. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know? According to a new study, people who are addicted to social media are more likely to be narcissists.
I did not.
That's kind of crazy. Romanian researchers had 559 people between the ages of 18 and 45 work on a survey. It involved tests evaluating narcissism, stress, symptoms of social media addiction, and nomophobia. You know what that is?
I have no idea what nomophobia is.
The fear of being detached from a mobile phone connectivity. Oh, wow. It was noted that participants who score higher on a scale of narcissism traits, they were likely to experience significant levels of nomophobia. I think I have that. Researchers also concluded that narcissists need to feel important through admiration from others and can easily be fulfilled via likes and comments on social media.
Yeah.
This just in, I might be a little narcissistic.
Recently, are you fulfilled by likes and comments?
No, it's not so much that. But recently, I had no service on my phone. I was trying to get connected, and I'm like, I'm probably missing some really important things right now.
Yeah.
As it turns out, I missed nothing.
No,
nothing at all.
You usually don't.
No. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
Jon and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. There's nothing heroic about the final box office performance of the Marvels superhero sequel, officially the lowest grossing movie in the history of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I think people are maybe kind of starting to get
I don't know what's going on
a
there.
little tired of the whole thing.
Booking.com is celebrating the release of Wonka. It's coming out tomorrow, December the 15th, by booking Wonka's sweet suites at hotels in New York and Los Angeles, working on a fun little play on words right there.
That's cute.
Candy clouds and the sweetest dreams. I've got all the details in the show notes. And Disneyland is not cheap. Just ask Nick Cannon. I don't know if you know this, but Nick Cannon has 12 kids. How much do you suppose it costs him to take his kids to the happiest place on earth every year?
All at once?
It doesn't say all at once, but he takes them there. How much do you suppose he spends a year?
I couldn't even imagine.
$200,000.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. He was a host of Disney's Christmas Morning Parade from 2009 to 2019. He says he visits the place literally once a month. So
$200,000 a month?
No, for a whole year. So it was a bargain when you look at it that way. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. Study found that married couples live longer and happier lives than single people. Oh, that's nice.
We have heard that.
Imagine how
study
miserable
before.
you'd be without me.
Exactly.
And according to a poll, 45% of us would like to skip Christmas. Oh,
Not me.
me neither. I don't want to
absolutely
skip
love
that.
Christmas.
I wouldn't mind skipping like tax day. I've got other days I
Right?
like to skip.
Exactly.
And because of this type of information that you need to know, because it's the info you can count on us for, a Sesame Street staffer has spilled the baked goods on how the cookies are made that the Cookie Monster scarfs down on the show. This is important stuff, Heidi.
Okay.
Puppet wrangler Laura McLean told New York Times that the Cookie Monster's cookies are, in fact, real cookies.
Really?
Although the recipe does not sound all that appetizing, McLean, who started working for the show as an intern in 1992, bakes the cookies for the show at home. Ingredients include pancakes mixed. Ew. So that's what's a pancake mix, puffed rice, grape nuts, instant coffee, and water. And they're flattened into a cookie shape. The chocolate chips are dots of colored hot glue. She says this mixture results in a crispy, crackling, flat cookie, which is kind of like a dog treat almost. A typical episode, by the way, required 24 cookies. Ideally, the script called for crumbs to fly all over the place.
Right.
When that would happen,
I remember that.
it was best to be careful of the shrapnel that comes with Cookie Monster doing his thing because he does it good. After all, if he munched a cookie and it only broke in 2 pieces, that just wouldn't look funny. McLean reinvented the crummy recipe in the 2000s after the previous cookies were just not cutting the mustard. So if you want to bake some disgusting cookies that look cool on TV, now you've got the recipe.
Well, that's pretty adorable. I love that story.
And they needed something that wasn't greasy because they didn't want to, ruin him every single time. So there you go. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
And it's time right now for Dear John Letters.
Dear John, dear John.
All right. If you'd like to chime in on this letter, you can do it at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show. There we go. Dear John, it's almost Christmas time, and my parents are being jerks. They've told me 4 times this year I had to move out and get my own place. I thought it was a suggestion or an encouragement. Apparently, it's not. They recently got a court order to evict me from the house I grew up in. They've ordered me to vacate the house by the end of January. They claim that because I don't pay rent or contribute to living expenses, they can legally throw me out because I am officially an adult. The judge agreed. They claim I won't help with chores, and they say that I refuse to get a job. I'm willing to help out, but they never really tell me what they need. So that's on them. And I tried to get a job, but I can't find anything that interests me. But it will happen. It just hasn't yet. Look, I don't like living with them any more than they like having me there. But I don't have anywhere else to go, and I have no money. Now, I don't know what to do. But I only have a few weeks to figure it out. Merry Christmas and thanks, Mom and Dad. What should I do? Oh, not that it matters, but you might want to know my age. I am 27. Signed, Sad Son. All right. Heidi, I'm going to let you take the first whack at this. What do you say?
If you were 12, I might have some compassion for you, but you're 27 years old. Get a job, move out, grow up.
The line, is there any particular thing that stood out to you the most in all of this?
All of it is ridiculous.
Here's the thing that stood out to me. He says on here, he's tried to get a job, but he can't find anything that interests him. So here's the thing that I will tell you. Here's a quick little, like a secret, a peek behind the curtain, Sad Son. There are millions of people doing jobs that they're not interested in. Mm-hmm. Millions. Now, I'm not saying that you should strive for that, but you should certainly strive to have a job and then figure out what you want to be when you grow up. But first, get a job doing something. And if you know kind of what you want to do, get a job in that field. Even if it's not the job you want, if it's something that you can kind of work towards the job you want, and you can start building experience. If you're 27 years old and you don't have a job, and it doesn't say if he's never had a job or if he just doesn't have one now, but if you're 27, if you've never had a job, it's going to be tough to get any job.
Right.
Because when they look at your references, if they look at your resume and they go, wait a minute, you're 27 and you've never had a single job? And again, I don't know that that's the case. It just, right now, he doesn't have a job. If you don't have a job, step one is find something. It's not step one, find my dream job. Step one is find a job and work yourself towards the dream job. But, and I you know, there are people who like to throw this particular generation under the bus, but it's not just this generation. It's all generations. There have been people of all generations that want to hold out until they have, you know, just the right thing. I think it's more important to have something than the right thing. When it comes to a job, have something. And, you know, you never quit a job until you have another job lined up. You know, there are people.
Exactly.
I've talked to people where they're like, I quit. And I'm like, what are you going to do? They're like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. There's all kinds of opportunities out there. I'm like, there's a lot of opportunities for somebody who's gainfully employed.
Yeah.
A lot fewer opportunities when you walk in unemployed. And I've been unemployed for a long, long time, because that's a red flag for a lot of employers where they're looking at this going, so this person doesn't have a job. Mm-hmm. What happens if I hire him and this isn't for them? They're going to quit because, you know, it doesn't matter if they have a job in their mind. So I think that's a super important thing. Now, I like that you put this at the very end. Not that it matters, but you might want to know my age. I'm 27.
It absolutely matters.
I was going to say, it matters.
That's super important.
If you were 22, if you were 23, there's a little bit of a grace period. I think that kind of ends right around 25, 26. Like, you're outside of that zone.
So get a job that you're not necessarily in love with right now. Start paying your own bills. Start doing your own thing. If you need, I mean, you'll probably have to have a roommate, but get a roommate. And your parents probably wouldn't be as hard on you as they are if you had a job.
I was just going to say that. I'll bet if you sat down with your mom and dad and said, tell you what, I'm going to find a job. As a matter of fact, I've got 3 interviews scheduled for this week. I'm going to find, right now, there are companies looking for seasonal help. Get a seasonal job at least, but show them that you absolutely, positively mean it, and they'll probably give you a little extra time to find the right place. You can chime in with your advice at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Although it may sound counterintuitive, your small intestine is actually the largest internal organ in your body. You know what the largest organ in your body is?
No.
Your skin. So the
yeah, that's right. The skin is technically
small intestine, largest internal organ, though. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
If you refrigerate rubber bands, they will last longer.
Really?
Oh, that's kind of cool. Fun fact for you,
What's
Heidi.
that, John?
Lions are the only cats that live in packs. I never thought about that, but that's true. That's cool. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Sea lions are the only animal that can clap to a beat.
Oh.
And probably better than some of us humans even. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Calorie for calorie, broccoli contains more protein than steak.
I think that is fascinating.
Yeah, it is. And here's the thing. I didn't even know I liked broccoli until just a few years ago. I'd gone over 40 years without ever even trying broccoli. Then I finally tried it. Now I order it all the time.
Yeah, you love
Several
broccoli.
fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question, Heidi. 68% of kids have done this around the holidays. What is it? I think our kids...
Peeked at the packages.
No, I think our kids probably have both done this. Cried on Santa's lap.
Oh.
Did both of our kids cry at least once on Santa's lap?
Troy never did.
He didn't? No. Oh, well. Okay, well... La-di-da. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it can also be expensive. Are you still paying for last year's Christmas gifts? Maybe you need better credit cards. We'd love to help at bettercreditcards.com. Find a card that's a better fit for your needs. Some like cards with points or miles. Others just want a lower rate. Find what you're looking for at bettercreditcards.com.
Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for some weird news, brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. A couple in China is horrified to learn they've been drinking toilet water for 6 months. Ew.
What? Like used toilet water?
After moving into their apartment, the man, referred to as Mr. Tan by local media, and his girlfriend, who remains unidentified, began experiencing strange health issues after they moved in May. When Tan realized he hadn't paid a water bill in 6 months,
oh my gosh,
but the water was still there, he became suspicious. A plumber made a shocking discovery that an extra pipe that had gone unnoticed linked the toilet and the tap water pipes.
Oh my gosh.
Confirming that for 6 months, the couple had been using toilet water for drinking, bathing, and cooking. He's seeking monetary compensation from the rental firm. So I don't know.
I wonder if it was dirty or if it was...
It doesn't really explain that. It just says toilet water. So I don't know.
Wow.
That is
I would be. Yeah.
Either way, doesn't sound great to me. Weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. Time now for the list, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Less common baby names. We've got the boys' names and the girls' names. We're going to do one today, one tomorrow. Which should we do first, Heidi?
Let's do the boys.
The boys' names first, and we'll do the girls' names tomorrow. So these are names. It's a year-end list, not for 2023, but these were from 1923.
Okay.
These were all names that you don't necessarily hear a lot, but they were names, real names, that are a little bit different from 100 years ago. So the boys' names. Jolly is the number one. Lieutenant was the number 2. Everest was the number 3. Choice, number 4. Brutus, number 5. Craven, C-R-A-V-E-N, was number 6. Bilbo, number 7. B-I-L-B-O. Grove, number 8. Lazarus, a biblical name, number 9. Rome, like the country, number 10. Number 11, Garden. Can you imagine somebody? This is my son, Garden. Number 12, Maywood. Number 13, York, Y-O-R-K. Number 14, Jock, J-O-C-K. Number 15, Stillman. 16, Omega. 17, Benford. 18, Lindsay. 19, Knowlton. K-N-O-W-L-T-O-N. Number 20, Chesterfield. 21, Wise. First name is Wise, W-I-S-E. Number 22, Press. 23, Smiley. Number 24,
Press.
Polo. And number 25, Clover.
Well, there you go.
Those were all interesting names from 100 years ago. We'll do the ladies' names tomorrow.
Do you cringe when you get your mobile phone bill? Mint Mobile can help. Just $15 a month for premium wireless. Give your family a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone to Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That is far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. Comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today is from Will Ferrell. Remember him?
I remember him.
Funny guy. Oh, yeah, he's a funny dude. He was on Saturday Night Live.
Yes, I'm aware.
He was in a little movie called Alf that came out 20 years ago. He says, before you marry a person, you should first make them use a computer with slow internet to see who they really are.
That's true. I have seen you lose your mind.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, come on, I need to send an email. Come on. All right, quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way, courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Let's take a look. Which one should we do here? How about this one right here? Gary Sinise Foundation hosts more than 700 families of fallen military heroes at Disney World. So early in the program, we were talking about Nick Cannon taking some kids to Disney World, his own kids, 12 of them. Well, Gary Sinise has taken 1,800
That's fantastic.
children and spouses of fallen military heroes to Disney World. How cool is that? The holidays can be challenging for grieving families. Each December, the Gary Sinise Foundation hosts a 5-day Snowball Express. That's the event. It's at Disney World for families of fallen military heroes. I think this is just such a cool thing. Over the course of 5 days, deserving families are given the opportunity to make new memories, experience the magic of Disney World, and connect with the only people who truly understand healing journey that they're on, each other. According to Gary Sinise, part of the retreat is a remembrance garden that was established with hundreds of American flags representing heroes and families lost and sacrifices, and their sacrifices, rather. Families participate in a walk of gratitude at Magic Kingdom Park. Cast members are lining the streets with the heroes' welcome as families make their way towards Cinderella's castle. It sounds like it's quite a deal.
It really does. I can't imagine how emotional that must be.
There's a bunch of photos on here, and there's video if you'd like to see all of the details or if you'd like to learn more. I think the Gary Sinise Foundation is a pretty amazing thing.
I absolutely love it. And who doesn't like Gary? How can you not like Gary Sinise?
And think about this. He played a character in a movie, Forrest Gump, and because of that
ended up
movie
having
role,
so much appreciation for their sacrifices.
His entire life. And I just love what he's done with that.
Me too. I think
so
it's
Lieutenant
beautiful.
Dan, Gary Sinise, hats off, man. If you'd like to see more, I've got a link to it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.